up, guys? This is filmmaker Ron K. Armstrong, filmmaker extraordinaire, with a new video for you. And before I get into the topic, I want you to hit the like button located at the bottom here. And if this is your first time to my channel, hit the subscribe button to get notifications on when I go live or upload new videos. Now, I want to talk to you about the failure of two highly anticipated movies, which is X-Men Dark Phoenix. They don't actually call it X-Men, they just call it Dark Phoenix, and Men in Black International. Now, the thing about these two films is that they both play into identity politics. And I think that was a huge part of why they were not successful. In fact, they were bombs at the box office. And also, I think that's a great thing. It's sending a message to Hollywood that we're getting sick of the whole SJW thing, playing into the identity politics, where we want just good stories. We want to go in there and pay our 15 bucks or whatever and be taken away from our problems, from politics. We don't want to enter a theater only to be bombarded with mind control programming or to fit into some agenda that's being pushed upon us. And I think that message was sent clearly to Hollywood with the failure of these two films. Now, the first one, Dark Phoenix, which I don't know why they didn't call it X-Men, you actually hear a line in the film where Mystique's character talks about, well, we're saving the men so much, this should be called X-Women. And that's rather insulting to the material, to the property, to say something like that, or even have that idea of changing it, you know? And because the whole idea around X-Men is about diversity, you know, it was conceived around the time Dr. Martin Luther King was out there parading for civil rights. And so the message is already in there. It's inclusive. There's no need to push it any further with these ridiculous sayings of changing the name. And then we have Men in Black International, where the lead actress, I don't even remember her name, and I don't want to even repeat her name because she's, to me, inconsequential to the franchise, that, you know, calling it Men in Black is kind of antiquated. That's stupid, you know? But this is what we're getting. And I think this is why these films bombed at the box office. And I'm glad that they did. So, but we're not done yet. I think Hollywood, instead of getting the message, they're doubling down. But I'm hoping this time that they're realizing that woke means broke, okay? So we have another film coming, which is James Cameron, Terminator, where you see this character of the Terminator who looks basically like a lesbian, you know, and she's beating the hell up out of men. And, you know, again, you know, one of the things that I always think about is, like, if you're looking to bring across a message, let's say, for example, with African Americans and equal rights, you don't want to show a film where you have black people beating the hell out of white people. That doesn't do it any justice. It communicates the wrong message, and it turns people off who may have a genuine interest in righting the wrongs of the past. And I think that when you shove the message in people's faces that, hey, listen, we're about female empowerment, we're about women, you turn the audience off, such is the case too with the recent trailer, Batwoman, where she's a lesbian. Who cares? Do you have a good story? That's more what I'm interested in. But there's this preoccupation with identity politics where it's shoved in your face, and then consequently, you don't get a good story. You don't get good characterization. You don't get good actors cast. So I'm happy that Men in Black International and Dark Phoenix bombed. Hollywood, wake up. You need to make better films. Stop with the identity politics. And let me just say this in closing. Their goal is not to be about diversity or inclusiveness. They're out there to push an agenda that has to do with mind control, depopulation, creating a gender war, and getting rid of the concept of gender, and attacking males so they can open the door to allow them to come in there and reshape society. And when you have a population where males are not exerting their authority and their masculinity, That's a population that's ripe for the picking, easy to take over. And they know that. And this is what Hollywood has become, a vehicle to set the stage for that. So anyway, that's my message. I want you to think about that and support films that tell good stories. Support films that take you on a wonderful ride, a fantasy trip to get you away from your problems. You don't want to walk into a theater and be bombarded by political messages and identity politics. So anyway, this is Ron K. Armstrong, filmmaker extraordinaire. Until my next video, make good films.